That's more like it. That's more like it. I was curious that maybe something was off. Let me check this. Yeah, this is max volume. Turn this down a little. Alright, so I'm finishing up the rest of the story. And let's just proceed on. It's on very hard, the next level under ultra violence. And then once we beat the game, we're gonna go to ultra. I'm just gonna get all the DLC stuff and HZD regular story stuff, and the next time I'll probably play it on my own. So from what I've learned, there's not much difference between what you get in drops and very hard and really know. So I already completed the Frozen Wilds in the past video, and now I'm gonna complete the rest of the story. So I think where I am right now is Dervahl's quest, if I'm not mistaken. This should be Dervahl's quest that I'm going on right now. So we're done to do for Dervahl. I got a cold. We're gonna do Dervahl, and then we're gonna proceed on to the final portion of the game, the final quest. Now if it takes too long to get to the final boss of the game, I'll probably do that within the 7th playthrough. I mean, it would not playthrough, the gameplay. If this was a full playthrough, it would have been much more than 6 parts. It would have been probably 10 or 15 parts. But or yeah, it would have probably been 10 parts, because I would play for at least 2 to 3 hours per each video if I'm gonna go for a full playthrough. So these were switch up into sections, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours. Some were 4 hours. But yeah, if it was a full playthrough, it would have been 10 to 15 parts, with different video segments. But let's just proceed forward. And we're trying to get, I'll say we, more like me and Aloy, trying to get good fire builds with the depths for mods for both the weapons and the weapon themselves. So high tier 50s and above, that's what I'm trying to get. Mostly I'm just getting 40s, and I'm assuming it's based on it's just regular RNG. It's not really an assumption, it's RNG. Because if you're dealing a lot of damage, wasting a lot of resources, and you're getting nothing but 40 drops, 45, 47s, and even some 41s and 42s, then either you're not getting enough critical hits, or the game is just not awarding you what you want based on the RNG drops, which I'm not going to waste my time anymore on that. Now see, this is see, sometimes they even give you a 36, and then it gives you a 59. See, this is the best one I got so far, a 59 and 36. 17 is not that bad. And no, I also want to say something. Usually on these videos I don't put like a little side thing to show that comments towards anyone who were watching. I usually just put the video itself, and then if someone wants to comment, it will pop up later on, and I could view it. But if I actually want someone to be watching, I just put this up. Normally I just play for myself, and then people comment, but I can't see what they're commenting, so it's not like I'm doing a stream for viewers and stuff. I do this for myself, so I make sure I make it clear in my videos. I do it for myself so I could archive it. I'm doing also so I could teach other people exactly how to do it and how to get certain things, where they could learn from my videos to see what not to do. You know, there are very, very much ways to do something, and if you find that something's more efficient by doing the opposite of what I'm doing, then you've also learned something from this video. So that's the whole purpose of the videos I have up on my channel, is mostly to learn and to archive my stuff for myself. Not really interested in making a buck off anyone or supporting anyone's business. what I find weird is like I could do this shit for free, and you know, no one has to motivate me to get my ass up and do these things. And yes, certain people, like, they find it hard to actually do these things as part of their job. But then again, they're doing multiple different types. I'm just saying, if I really wanted to quit the 2 jobs I have on the side and just do this as full time, it wouldn't be easy, but it wouldn't be hard either. I mean, shit, just look, I already, for the past 2 months, I already put up a lot of stuff on my video, and my channel hasn't been up for Mackie Gaming. I probably will change the last thing on the word gaming and put something more awesome. But then again, like, I'll just leave it there because I'm just gaming. That's all I'm doing. I am gaming. So we completed this guy's stuff. Got his sister the wall. We're gonna get payback from that son of a bitch, the wall. But in this game, it's very hard to be able to tell who's. I know Derval is a bad guy. That's no question there. But I also know that the kingdom, our little friend here with the messed up haircut and the messed up beard, looking all weird and shit, served under the Mad King, the Mad Sun King, killed Derval's family and relatives and clansmen, and because he was a mad guy and was power hungry, desired power, and under him, his son and his relatives and servants like this guy had to just accept these things when he was growing up. Mostly his sister, because she's much older than him, so she had to accept certain things under the Mad Sun King. And you know, he didn't really. I understand his justification, but get out of here, man. I mean, I understand, but if you really think all this happened simply because of Derval was the bad guy, no, man. The entire kingdom you serve, my friend, is the bad guy, and they wiped away the shadow Carja from this kingdom, and now the stain of the past is gone, and it's best for everyone. But if he wants to, like, say that certain people were good or certain people were evil and served right, the kingdom he's in right now is simply an offspring. The kingdom he's in is merely an offspring. An offspring, like an offspring child from the parent that was the piece of shit. So if you want to, you could think of it from that point of view. The original Carja was a piece of garbage place, a piece of garbage people, and the people who grew up, the children, passed on the new Carja government, and the people who came after them, their children's children, have to deal with recovering from this and trying to still look as like they're good guys in the rest of the world's eyes. And that's hard to do when you know you came from an asshole, and then you're still trying to put it off like they weren't really an asshole. They did what you can't. You know, it's like Germans try to justify that the Nazis weren't a part of their country. It's never going to happen. The stain is always going to be there, and you just have to deal with it. You can't let people try to attack you because of it, but at the same time, you can't condone it and accept it or anything, or say that your country is good because of it. It will forever be a stain, and no matter how much Carja tries to escape his fate, it will never be completely good. Not a great place to be around. Live for a certain amount of period, but not to stay. Not to yell to the rest of the world, we are great. You can never do that. Ever. There's like people say New York is great. New York is great for what you could get as an accessory or acquire or jobs. But New York really isn't great at all. Even the damn New Yorkers know New York isn't great. I mean, they know the things that they could acquire and achieve, and entertainment they want is great. But from a personal point of view, how, if you ask them how they truly feel, use the word truly, they will never say New York is great. And if they do, they're completely lying to themselves. Completely. I mean, you smell shit every day. From you leave out your if you leave a cab or you take the subway, train, or it's everywhere. And it's been there forever. So I never believe anyone who says the city they're from is great. I like they truly believe it. I never believe them, because I know it's a lie. It's 100% a lie. If you truly believe something is great like that, accepting all its faults and all its beauty, and you believe it's great, and you, my friend, are a person that's trapped in your own self and believe in bourgeois narcissism under a conqueror ways of fascism. You know, like people who believe football should be the only sport that people should watch because it's the greatest thing ever. Yeah, I feel sorry for you, man. The world can go on without football, no matter how great football is. And that goes for both types of the word football. The ones you kick and the ones you throw. Life will go on regardless if no sports ever existed. It will. It just is. Human beings exist before sports even came into existence, and they'll exist after. Unless things like machines here take over. So I'm supposed to go here for Durval and take care of that guy, but I have to proceed forward first to see what are the obstacles. You see, I'm taking things lightly. I have to get into my headspace into the realm of this game. I'm taking things too lightly. I keep forgetting this is very hard. So make sure I got my uniform on. Make sure my mind is set. Yes, my uniform is on. If I need to go to stealth, I'll switch to stealth if I see machines. Alright. What, he was here the whole time? Oh wait, yeah, he was here. Because I stopped here. This is where I stopped. When I turned the game off and turned it back on, it automatically teleported me back to the original position where I was with Aaron. And now I have to travel here again. As a consistency, that's not that great, but it doesn't really matter. I understand the nature of it, of why that is. This game, unlike many games, is incredibly awesome when it comes to its saving. Incredible. Many games should do the same thing, and they don't. I never have to worry about loading times with this game. Well, maybe every now and again it takes about probably a good 30 to 45, not even 45 seconds. Whoa. That's weird. I never jumped on a horse like that before. Alright. Alright, hold on. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to cut my mic and then I'll play the rest of the story, and if something relevant I need to speak about, I'll turn the mic back on. I'll just turn down the volume. That's what I'll do.
think I found something that can help. Let's head back to the palace.
Go. I won't be long, but I need to tend to my sister.
Check out these wares.
Genuine craftsmanship. You can't beat it. Stock up before you're on the road. Won't find better wares.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard, not the town. Should be out there fighting machines, not people.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
If there's any, I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope, seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Dervahl. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Dervahl. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. It used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Dervahl used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates Dervahl more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Aaron didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
She's not the one who's suffering now. You are. She died before you could say goodbye.
Is it that obvious? You're right. I'm dwelling on my pain, not just hers. And there's only one thing left that can help. Find Dervahl and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
I will. But once this threat to Meridian is dealt with, another one looms. We have to talk about the eclipse.
We will. I promise.
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
Only in Meridian can you find the finest goods in all the South. Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
This is the place. You home, Dervahl? I got a surprise for you.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb?
It's a bomb, all right.
Doesn't look too big.
Well crafted, big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
Blaze. It must be leaking from something upstairs. If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off.
That's a lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun as the city goes up in flames. There's gotta be a way to stop it. It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong. Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force, I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we...
Probably not. Now push. Ugh.
We did it! Dervahl's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Dervahl said he'd make Avad watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. If he tries for the palace, he's finished.
Fire on the Mesa's edge. Bring sand, bring water.
Boot tracks. With just a bit of blaze in them.
Can I interest you in a reasonable share of a lucrative opportunity?
What happened?
Haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa.
Are we under attack? The tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's hideouts. This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. He tunneled through the wall. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
Wish I could be there to see the sun.
Goodbye, quiet. ready.
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Karja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench, and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong. I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner!
Forget about traveling light.
What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's. Company! I've led an army. Killed kestrels and radishes. A savage is nothing. I've got a son. Why does a bomb?
Get ready to flank!
I've led an army. Killed kestrels and ravagers. A savage is nothing. I've got a son.
Gotcha now!
over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
All right.
I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way. Ah! Those majestic, murderous flinthawks! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you.
Just stay out of the way for now.
Ah! Those majestic, murderous flinthawks! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way. Ah! Those majestic, murderous flinthawks! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way. I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way. Ah! Those majestic, murderous flinthawks! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you.
Got too much already.
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Erend, you'll screw it up!
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
Witnesses, we put our backs in.
Please, I need a moment to gather myself. I believe Erend wants to speak to you.
Always stay bright. Always stay alert.
Aloy. I was just thinking about Ursa. She would have killed Dervahl on the spot. I know it. That's why she went out to meet him in the first place, to put him down. But she also told me to grow up. I gotta admit it burned a little when she said that, but I'm trying to take it to heart. And I guess growing up means putting what you should do in front of what you want to do. Right?
You're asking me? I'm pretty sure you're older.
Yeah, but I don't act like it, do I?
You did with Dervahl.
Don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and wring his neck.
Yeah, but you won't. Because you're a good captain.
Come on, stop. You're gonna make me tear up.
What do you think the Oseram will do to Dervahl?
First off, they'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the sun ring to remind him what's coming.
So, after all this, what's next for Erend Vanguardsman?
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay Ursa to rest properly. Like how she would have wanted. And by that I mean less chit-chat, more drinking.
Well...
I know, you gotta go. Killers to track, machines to master, all before breakfast. You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. And now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I hate to tell you this after everything you've been through, but there's another fight brewing and I need your help. Helis and his fanatics are coming for Meridian.
No rest for the weary, huh? Well, don't worry. I'll be there for you.
Another day passing.
Aloy, To say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you.
Avad, stop. There's something urgent we have to...
I know, but please, just listen for a moment. I want you to stay in Meridian.
What? Why?
Well, to start with, you kept the city from going up in flames. You're strong, shrewd, capable. I could use someone like you at my side.
It might be worth taking a moment to examine what you just said. You just lost Ursa, a woman who stood at your side and could easily be described as strong, shrewd, and capable. It's pretty clear how you felt about her. And now you're asking me to take her place. Is this a job offer or a proposition?
By the sun, you do indeed share much with Ursa, including a withering eye for foolishness. Please, accept my apologies. Seems I'm getting ahead of myself. I need some time to resolve my feelings. But you had something urgent to discuss?
Helis is preparing to attack Meridian. It could come at any time.
By the sun. Wait a moment. I want Murad to hear this.
Aloy, the Sun King tells me that you bring grave news.
Please, tell us what you know.
The Eclipse will attack soon, from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Eren knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Arrested two for disorderly conduct last night. You don't want to know.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
That's her. She's a true...
Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go speak to Derval, and I'm only gonna speak to him because he's pretty funny. I mean, if you beat him and then go to where his prison is, he's pretty amusing. It's funny to hear his different speech patterns. So I'm gonna speak to Derval, optional. So let me see if it's still on the quest map. No, it's not on the quest map. Alright, so I'm gonna have to remember where his position is. I think I have a good idea where it is. I bet it's pretty hilarious. Every time I watch it in different videos from people's playthrough, I just keep laughing. It's like you're poking fun of him, because you know he's so trapped in the past and stupid. He doesn't realize. Oh, okay, that's not it. It's the prisons. Where are the prisons? Okay, the prisons are around this big area right here, so I gotta go this here. Gotta make sure I leave here and then go down some more. No, that's going upwards. Not trying to go there. Yeah, he's in one of these prisons, this circular area. Ah, there he is. Okay, so this is pretty hilarious. I mean, I'm just gonna do it. It's fun. It's like the only time in the game that Aloy gets to poke fun at someone and insult someone.
You think that spear of yours is so fancy, but I could craft it blindfolded during a quick nap. Riding machines? Am I supposed to be impressed? Get one to serve me lunch, then I'll take notice. You're like a bird, a boot. You know that? Just so irritating. Hammer to steel. I hate you. Someday, I'm gonna build a machine with the specific purpose of pulling your braids out. Ride a great flaming forge, just leave me alone.
Oh shit! I mean, she just stands there and look at him, give her expression every time he says something. And he just keeps spitting fire back at her, and she's just probably just standing there smiling and just staring plainly at him until he starts to break. You can't talk to him anymore. You can just stand there and look at him. Or maybe she does, but after a while he just breaks. It's like, just leave me alone. I can't do this anymore. Like, all this threat, like, I'll put snakes in your bed and I'll pull your brain straight out of your head. Think you're so smart, you're one of the dumbest people on planet Earth. And at the end be like, just leave me alone. Like, because he can't do it absolutely nothing at all. I mean, could literally just stay there, and her just staying there would just break him in time. He would just break down after a while. I'm pretty sure she stayed there, completely stayed there, ate a meal, and kept staring at him. He'll start to cry. Alright, let's go. I had my fun. I wonder if it... I hope this is... Oh my god. Please let this be a thing. If you guys... I mean, if the people like Gorilla ever sees this video, or anything, or anyone sees this video, please mention something to a Gorilla. If they don't, who cares? But, I'm assuming that even if they had a fraction of enjoyment to make the Forbidden West and the enjoyment of making this game, they would continue the Dervahl insults. Not that they're narcissistic or, you know, masochistic or anything like that. It's just an enjoyment to watch him keep acting so cocky. His situation is completely screwed over. It's like he hasn't learned his lesson. That's what that whole little speech was, of him acting the way he does. Like, he has not learned his lesson whatsoever at all.
Freeholds reward. You're talking about orders. I'm talking about lives. That's what the orders are for. Save lives. Good day, citizen.
It's like he truly hasn't learned his lesson. Like, what is the point of them putting in? I mean, he's going to eventually get punished, but I'm pretty sure with Dervahl being Dervahl, it's not going to really matter much to him. He's still going to be spitting fire at everyone else. None of that is going to change. Wait, what is this? Okay, if I have something to do, I should do it now. Visit both defense sites and prepare for the final battle. So I'll visit both defense sites first, but I won't prepare for the final battle. I'm gonna see if I could do some of the lounge. Maybe I should do the lounge.
I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry. I'll leave that to the other Norn, the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster. Whatever that is.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy? You went into the mountain? Did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Tech.
Damn monster, I'm stirring up tensions. We'll keep my eyes
Place. Really couldn't be more different from the sacred land. But it was something to do with it. I'd like to kill our Sun King.
Huh. So you must be Aloy then. I thought there'd be more of you.
More of me.
Thicker, I suppose. More of a gear wheel, less of a ringlet. Don't get me wrong, you're very well struck.
Do all Oseram flirt at the most inopportune times?
Inopportune? Battle hasn't even started yet. Petra Forge woman. I hail from the Free Heat. I'll be heading back in the next dust storm. Murad asked me to check over the city arsenal first. Cannons have aged well, but I've cleared their throats so they can really roar.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then.
I'll take this.
By the way, I never did her quest. So, it's like she just met me. The whole point of this is to make sure I have higher tier mods. So I can put on my weapons and on my uniforms or outfits. So far, I've been getting what I wanted. Like, I think I got some good stuff. I definitely got good handling. I got a 59 handling right here. That's good and has good tier. And then when I first beat someone, I don't think at the last playthrough they gave me this 49 right here. So that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. For this type of weapon, I just think no, this is a weaker version of the sling, so it just needs more damage rather than handling. But the sole purpose is to get as much good tear, not really good tear, but good puncture, good fire, and good ice. For right now, I believe I have some good ice on my uniform and good fire. And what I've crafted here, I put a good fire and a good melee, and another good fire and a good melee, and then more fire and range. So currently, this is my fire build. Now, I highly suggest if you're going to fight anything ice, you should have the same type of setup, but with an ice of 100, a melee of 70, and range of 20. Now, if they're projectile types enemies, they don't do a lot of physical melee charge. You would put more projectiles on, obviously. But if they do fire damage and they do heavy charge attacks, which most enemies do more charge than they do actually projectiles, only few do projectiles, you want on more melee resistance. But the base you should have is at least 25 to 30% range attack if you're going to have a 70 or 100, or you're going to have a 65, a 25, and an 85. You don't really need 100, but let's say I take this off. This is the decent fire. So what if I want see, this is why I'm looking for weave, like entanglement weaves. They're entangled. I need better entanglement weaves. So if I'm fighting enemies that are heavy range, see, it's the same thing. It doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, and I don't have better ones. So in this situation, it doesn't even matter. All I could do is, since I don't have better range, all I could do is throw on what I do have that's good, and in hope that it works. The base standard that anyone should go for is 30% range, and then 60%, 60 to 65% melee, and then about 60 to 65% fire. Like, say if I take at least one melee off, it'll drop to about 50. Like, if you get a higher melee type, like say you get 20% melee attack or 25% melee attack, your melee attack will then take you to about 60%. 50 is okay, but not for very hard and ultraviolet. You need something higher than 50%. That's why I have 2 melees on. But in this situation, anything above 50%, 60, 70, you're fine. What you need is your projectile to be increased by at least 25 to 30%. That way you can maintain your survivability with the additional resistance towards your little gear wheel here, your pouch that's inside your pouch, all the different brews, bombs, everything that you have in your pouch to your sides and to your back. And it doesn't show it that much in this game where she keeps all those weaponry, because obviously it's not going to show it, because it'll be like a huge thing on her back, like Death Stranding, and it look ridiculous on her, as well as it will take away from the immersion of the game, because there's no way she could carry all that on her person and run the way she does. So you literally have to find the game literally have to find a way to stock up and put all these things away in a nice little convenient resourceful way that doesn't put stress to her body, but gives her the ability to have access to these things over a period of time. Now, where exactly that is, that's called the game vault. All games have it. Every game have it. It's pretty much a invisible place that you could store things in, and then take your hands out and then put it behind your back, and then reach into the vault and then pull it out of that vault, that void that you store all your items and weapons in. In some games you see all the weapons and stuff on your person, but not every game. I mean, even most every game don't have you have every single weapon on your person, and because of that they put it inside of an invisible wall, a vault, that doesn't put any physical strain on your body or anything. It's like something you would just put your hands into like a void, and then the void is a thing that only game characters can do. I rarely see it in movies. Maybe in some movies, maybe like a Doctor Strange or something. But usually this is like a little place they have within the storage area. Not like a magical place, but a voided place that they could reach in and to pull out. In this world, it's mostly mechanical and electronical. So whoever, like say, Dr. Elizabeth Sobek or whoever created the weapons of the past, these people in the future are using that technology without their probably knowing that they're actually doing it. They think it's probably something default, and it's a technology that allows them to probably do these things. Now, this game doesn't explain this, and most games don't, because it's part of the mechanics that the user is using in order to play the games. Like you watch most anime, the anime character just pull out the weapons, and the game character, which also is fictional, the user, is playing the character as his avatar and allowing it to pull it out. And the game character is telling the audience as watching it, this is what this means. So that's basically what it is. And like if anyone ever wanted to know what are the inventories that people have on their person, why they could just run around yet they have all these things on them, it's not like it's really on them. It's either incredibly shrunk that they could move on them through some technology that's not explained, or it's placed in a different area or place, or it's the weight of it is lightened down due to the technology. And these weight of these things are usually called the void or the vault, a place that you could put your hands into or claim something without ever worrying about physical stress or strain on the body in order to lift it or acquire it, unless it's purposely designed to be heavy, which is the mechanics that the people who make the game state that it has to be heavy, just for realism. Like Warframe, for instance, has a similar mechanics, but it's not for weaponry. It's mostly for resources and stuff. When you create your dojo, you have to pull resources from an invisible vault that's not there, and then build things. You don't know where those resources go to. You just know it's gone into your vault. And when you start building the product or the decorations or doing the research, it just shows you the amount you have from that vault or that place or that void. Oh, where am I going? Oh, no, I'm not trying to go to the final battle. Visit both. Okay, defense sites. So this is the place where the final battle will go down. Right here. Very, I wouldn't say expected, but very, very majestic. Very, I wouldn't say majestic is too powerful a word for this.
Chief Sona. Lord Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The rawness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear my word.
Orchisona, probably the strongest woman in entire Nora, is a very determined woman, and it was right so. But then again, words do not. You don't need words to be determined. She could have been tongueless in her actions, so that's what speaks loud.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling Eleanor not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on me. They only joined this fight because the Anointed did it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says, or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Yeah, Varl kind of have a thing for Aloy. Or then it could be just the Achilles thing, without her being the Achilles. You know, you're fighting for someone who's powerful, sure of themselves, right in everything, and more than everything, can guarantee you success most of the time. You will always choose that person over everyone else. Simply to be in their presence is honorable, because you know that that person's power, their essence, their aura, is more greater than yours, simply because they have some type of mystery about them that is unknown to you. Why they're not fazed by the corruption of the world, or why they don't bend so easy, even in the worst of times. So I think that's what it mostly is, rather than him liking Aloy as a woman. I think it's a really Achilles thing. Soldiers willing to bow to her and stuff. Of course, they find her fighting spirit to be Joan of Arc. You know, if Joan of Arc was Achilles without the conceit of Achilles and the inevitable fate of Achilles, which is kind of what happened to her anyway. So, will that happen to Aloy? I doubt it. She doesn't come across as the martyr type. She wouldn't die for others as a martyr type. She would die for others as more like a battle queen type, because I am what I am and I'm going to do this. More like I'm going to be a sacrifice for the greater good type. You know, a queen that fights to the very bitter end type of mentality, rather than, you know, I have to do this because it must be done. If that means my death, then so be it. Yeah, that's not Aloy. She's more like the battle heroine type. You know, I go to my death because it is what I do. I fight to the death. Yeah. But she's not like that type of fight to the death. If I could avoid fighting to the death, I would, because I'm smarter than that.
Who are these guys? They call themselves the Eclipse. Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's going to be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit him like a hammer till he can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Only if we win.
Yeah, it's an Achilles type of thing going on, or Hector, or how you want to play it, or a Joan of Arc, or an author. You know, they're just in awe of being in her presence. And I fight for you. I'm gonna fight for my country, but I fight for you. You know, they're in such an awe. They're like, yeah, Meridian means more to me. I'm not gonna let you, Aloy, destroy it. But I want to fight for you. You know, it's a weird type of thing. They wouldn't take Aloy over their country, but she's not their enemy. So simply because she's not their enemy, it's her value seems to be more than Meridian or wherever they are from, or Nora. It's weird, you know. If she was their enemy, they would obviously value where they're from more than her 10 times over. But because she's on their side, they still value where they're from more than her. But she's kind of like a type of representation of where they're from, like a little statue or in a town square that represents something, like an achievement by someone great. And imagine if that achievement could be walking around and talking, you know. It's like something to even boost up the fact that you're defending something great. So I am not going to do the lodge. That'll take too long. I think I want to finish this in the next hour. I think that I'll do the lodge on extreme the next time, and I might do a broadcast of the extreme, but it will only be for the lodge and the end of the game and the DLC. I'll probably skip majority of the story of the game if I play it on extreme, and only leading towards the end of the DLC and the end of this game right here, and the lodge would I play it on extreme. But for this one, I just wanted to keep it on very hard to see if I could get certain mods, and I did get a lot of 50s and some certain most 45s and above, but I didn't get the 60, and then get the majority of the 57s. I did get 2 outfits and 1 adept bow, so that's incredible. So now I could use 2 adept outfits in the next extreme playthrough, and I had to get this one above all else, because in extreme you'll need to have the Nora heavy master, the Nora mastered version of the Nora heavy, and you'll probably need that more than you need the shield weaver or any of the other outfits, because the early game fights machines are all melee centric before they are projectiles or elemental. So yeah, I played it the smart way. I'm gonna end it off the smart way. I'm probably gonna die a lot here in the center because there's gonna be a lot of machines. So what I am going to do, I am going to farm a lot of blaze right now, because I need that. And in order to me to farm a lot of blaze, I have to go where I find a lot of blaze. So I have to make sure everything's maxed out. All my blaze are maxed out. All my other elementals are maxed out. And get the things I want. And in order to do that, that'll probably take me about a full 30 minutes to get those resources, the amount of blaze I want, that I need to end off this game. So let's see. Alright, I'm gonna go back and forth here. I'm gonna hit them both as hard as I can and keep running as fast and move as fast as I can and get in 30 minutes. I'll do a full 30 minutes of this. So I'm not sure the actual time now. Well, let me see what time it is. All right, so when it's like 8:30, it's like 8:15 where I am right now. When it's like 8:30, I mean not 8:15, it's like 7:15 where I am right now. When it's like 8:30, I'll stop at 8:30 farming the resources, and then for the remaining 30 minutes of the game, I'll finish it up. So it I'll say about 9 o'clock I should be finished with this game completely. So in the next 2 hours I should be done with this game. No, not even. The next hour and 45 minutes I should be done with this game. I'm going to say next 2 hours, just as give myself some extra time for going through resources management, through switching back for mods and uniforms, and possibly buying something, or talking way too much, adding the extra 50 minutes for that. But I'm going to move as fast as I can.
Gonna need this. Helpful. Right on target. of space. I'll find a use. carry more. Keep that for later. You'll do.
Inventory is full.
Should have brought a cart. I'd have to ditch something.
Alright, so based on this, I'm gonna do 2 more. I'm gonna do 2 more of this. Should be enough for my blast lengths. We got everything ready with fire, all my other bombs and everything. Alright, so I won't waste any more time on this. I was gonna go get some tear arrows for tearing off things, but I think not having it is a bad idea. I should have at least tear arrows. I don't really need it. As long as I have enough tripwires and bombs, I don't have to worry about too much about tear. But when they come to the depth bring at the end, I need to have some tear, or at least enough arrows to do damage towards it. But what I'll do is I won't use tear. I'll just make sure I have enough of these, and I have enough of these and enough shards to take care of that problem. So I just move forward towards the end of the story, and that should be the end of this. Let me teleport to that. I just had to make sure I had those tripwires. I need those tripwires more than anything else. So I'm going to make sure I fast travel to where I need to fast travel to, and then we could bring this game to a close. Maybe I can buy some echo shells with the sell some stuff, and this is me. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell as much as I can and collecting shards. And if I could buy echo shells from one of the merchants, I'm going to get a lot of echo shells, the most I can, and that should be about it. Where I'm gonna buy back. I probably sold some echo shells. I want to see if I could buy back some echo shells. Collect back up as much echo shells as I can, and then move forward. Now I make it seem easy. I make it seem easy that I'm not dying or taking a lot of damage, and that's solely due to her uniform. If I had the regular Nora heavy, I would be struggling. Hell, if I decide to take up a challenge and then find myself doing ultra-violent or very hard, if I didn't play the game at least once or twice already, and I would die multiple times. But I decided to proceed through the story the correct way, like evolve slowly in portions. Beat the first story, then beat it on hard, and now I'm here. Like story mode is very easy, hard is kind of difficult, and now I'm here.
You're in for a treat. It's quite a show.
Alright, so that's saved, or did I save it? Yeah, I saved it. Alright, so that's a quick save, and find the nearest merchant. That's in Meridian. I'm gonna put on merchants. Take off machines. Fast travel here. I'm gonna buy back as much echo shells as I can. Make sure I'm fully stocked and ready to go. I mean, if I could put down as many blast wires as I can to keep the enemy from catching me, you know, from behind while I'm trying to aim forward, that'll be great.
Another siege, please, not again.
Alright, so Pyres is right here. Let's see what I got. Collections. Hunting resources. So I'll go to this guy first. Probably buy back some stuff from him. Well, I don't think he does. Oh yeah, he does buyback. Okay. Oh, he only does buyback of that. All right. That's all I sold him. Damn. All right. Fine. Special items. Special items. Machine resources. All right. Fine. I'll do that. I like the fact that when you bump into kids and people, you don't walk straight through them. They were able to make every single people you bump into, you have to go around them like a real person. All right, machine resources. I doubt they'll give stuff like echo shells and stuff. Yeah, so I might actually have to farm it. Damn. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Fine. Loghorns, I know what I'll do. Hunting grounds. I'll go to hunting grounds. I won't do any of their trophy stuff. Glen Hawks, not interested. Battlebacks, Striders, not interested. Grazers. Yeah, this would probably take too long. I don't need, yeah, it will take too long. Alright. So we'll just do it the old-fashioned way then. We'll just go to where their site is, main site is. In this area, there's not a lot of them here. This is mostly Nord territory. Down a little, you get a little bit more variation, but it's still kind of close to Nord, so they won't be here. Now go further to the west. That's when they start to pop up. Long legs. Grazers. Long legs. I need a lot more long legs in one site. I need several long leg sites. Long legs is there. Long legs is there. Well, these are the closest one I could find. Long leg is here. Alright, this one seems good. The long leg is right here. Alright. So I'll go back and forth between those two long legs until I have enough echo shells. Shouldn't take me that long. I was hoping to, by 8:30, finish with all my resource farming. I was expected to be in combat right now towards the last portion of the game, but I guess I have to do that at 8:30 rather than it's 8:20 now. So I guess it will end at 9 o'clock. All right. As long as I don't see a thunder jar around here, I'm good. Now this says this is a long like. That's weird. I don't have time for that. Yeah, I don't have any time for that. If I don't see the long links here, maybe they're around the corner. No, they're not here. Alright. No long links there. Let's see if there's a long links here. I also like about this game is that you don't have to be at a pitch fire in order to fast travel. As long as you have the fast travel map on you, which is like a magical map for fast traveling, and you have a location, it would like link towards that location. Alright, long legs. Well, at least there's long legs here. Alright, so not enough yet. Looks like it didn't give me any at all. Or maybe it did.
Oh, nice.
Alright. But not enough. So what I'll do is I'll put on this guy and this guy, and wait, I have enough echo shells. What the hell? Why is it bitching about needing echo shells? What, that's not an echo shell? Oh, it's not an echo shell. What the hell is that? Let me look. Let me open all these boxes while I'm at it. I'm gonna get rid of most of these wood that I keep picking up, so I'm just putting it in my inventory, but I'll get rid of them. They just take up a lot of space. I know they give you a lot so you can craft bows, but they give you a whole lot, way more than you think you'll need. See, I just craft using the wire, and I still have a shit ton of wire. And I thought it was echo shells I needed. Apparently it's not even echo shells I need. Nice. Alright, so this thing is an echo shells. And resources. I got a lot of resources. So what I'll do is get rid of a lot of this wood. 'Cause I got way too much wood. Thing is, you can't really get rid of wood. You could drop it, but you can't like dismantle it. So I'll drop as much wood, not too much wood, because I still need it. It's not echo shells. Let me look. The enemy's dossier. It's not sparks. It's not echo shells. It's definitely not metal vessels. It's not chill. See, if it was echo shells, I would have got it from oh, wait a minute. It was, yeah, long legs. If it was echo shells, I would have got it from a long leg. But I didn't get it from long legs. Shit. I'm thinking to myself, am I doing something wrong here? It's like Glen Hawks, Stormbird, Thunderjaw. I mean, Thunderjaw, he usually carries everything. Sparks, Melvetal, Echo Shells. I mean, based on my inventory, it says I have Echo Shells. But I don't see it. I see sparks here. I mean, it's weird. I picked up the damn echo shell from the enemy, and it's still. You know what? I'll fight more long legs. I don't get that. See, now I pick up a 3 from. Maybe I didn't pick up enough. And this is a grazer. This is a longhorn, and alright, so I was right. It's just that they didn't give me enough. I mean, I was seeing things. No, these are all freaking grazers, man. I need. There's only one of these dudes? Come on, man. No, I didn't mean to use that. God damn it. That sucks, man. The whole point of me was... It's alright, I guess. I mean, it sucks that there's only one of these dudes around here. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, it really sucks, man. Like, one of these creatures around here. Not even enough. So once this is full, we'll head off to the boss. I know I'll need more than that towards more tier than that, but I'm looking at this location map and there's not a lot of them that bunch together. I need them to bunch together. Yeah, there's no point. If it was like 4 or 5 of them, it'll take me about only 15 minutes most, but it's only like 2 of them going back and forth. Oh great, there's 2 of them. Nope, I keep saying don't do that. Keep forgetting to switch back and forth. Piss me off. Thankfully this one only takes like 1 echo shell. Alright, 28. Alright, I think that might be the highest one we got for our weapon. A 28. Alright. Fast travel again. Just 2 more times and I should be able to head off to the boss. I just have to make sure I don't waste those tear arrows or the tear caster.
The sun never fails.
I already went over that one. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. Max Echo Shell? Why does it keep telling I'm Max Echo Shell? I'm obviously not Max Echo Shell. Like, what the fuck? You know what, let me switch back and forth between the weapons. Could be a glitch. So now it says 0. First it says 1, now it says 0. Satchel is full, alright. That's what it is. Alright. I'm thinking about this, something I'm doing that's wrong. It's that goddamn satchel is full again. I have way too many of these. But I need the sparks for like the final battle. Metal vessels, I could get that like from anyone. But I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have more of this. You know what? I'll get rid of 1 metal vessel. And spark. Alright, so still not enough. But that's done. And now just this is left. Alright, so I'm almost there.
No space.
Just 1 or 2 more trips and then I should be good. I gotta admit, I mean, I just love this world. How stupid people are, and how stupid they are, and ridiculous they are. They're so desperate for attention. I'd rather watch someone who has like a million people, rather than someone who might just actually tell them how to do something. Simply because they prefer to be entertained. It's all about entertainment. That's why when I leave the house, I don't pay people much mind or anything, because I know they'll just want to be entertained. They're boring motherfuckers now, got no lives. Or they think they have lives, but they really don't, because they're desperate to always connect like the millions of other people that watch people. Like, so you want to join the crowd like everyone else, and then you say you have a life. Like, nah, dude. They just want entertainment, just like everyone else. You don't have a life at all. Otherwise you wouldn't be doing the same exact thing. What the hell? That was a Thunderjaw. I sound like a Thunderjaw. Or at least I thought I heard Thunderjaw. No, it was Sawtooth. Come get it. Ooh. You can't get me because I'm in the low ground. I won't waste my time with him. Forget him. Alright, did I search these corpses properly? I did. Alright. But not enough, almost there. Well, you can't knock people for wanting entertainment, but you do knock them for following. I mean, if you want to watch and read something and learn something, you could do that on your own. You don't need anyone to tell you. That's why most people follow people who are streamers. They don't really need the streamer to tell them how to do something. They're just there for entertainment. They could find out the information on their own. That's why I don't like really pay attention to them when they follow people, because I know oh, not again, god damn it. I mean, you really can't knock people for what they do. I mean, you do knock them when they start talking shit back and forth to each other, because you know they're not actually there to actually learn anything. They're simply there to be entertained. I just find it amusing. Like, so a form of entertainment is to be around other people talking smack. Great. I prefer to join things that I could actually learn information about, rather than being a fat fuck talking about shit. Well, I know this, and you don't know this. Be like, well, you know it all right more than I do, but you ain't here for learning. You're here simply to talk shit.
For a few minutes, anyway.
I prefer to be around people who are not too smart, who actually want to learn things, than to be around people who are smart, who only care about helping themselves or to be entertained. Like, man, if you want entertainment, go watch a fucking clown on a TV show or a movie or something, or anyone that has the word show on it. But regular average dude stuff, like, nah, they're not really there for your entertainment. They're like there to tell you how to do something. If you find entertainment in learning how someone does something, that's great. But never forget, you're not actually there. I mean, they're not actually there for that purpose. In fact, they specifically state that they're not there for that purpose, just like the videos I make. It's not really there for anyone to hear, other than those who want to learn, and for myself to keep track of what I'm doing. A couple of them over here. That's great.
Last shot.
I'm missing a lot. What's going on? I'm missing a lot. I'm missing a lot. I should be missing a lot. These dudes aren't that strong either. Or maybe they... No, I had the right ones on. The right arrows. I had huge tear arrows. I mean, huge puncture arrows. I know a friend of mine, I wouldn't exactly call him a friend, But the dude made his channel so people could see how he do certain things and guide kind of. I mean, it's great if people support what he does, but you know, I told him before, you can't really expect people to follow you. Everyone expects you to do something great that's worthy for them to follow you. And I find laughter in that. Like, people are so conceited, they think you need to do something to make them want to join you, to spend their time with you. Like, convince me why I must follow you, you know? No one has to convince anyone to do shit in this world. If you want to follow someone, you choose to do it. Those who need to be convinced, why should I do this, or why should I give you money? Like, if you find entertainment in what they are doing, you follow them. If you expect them to do more, that's completely up to them. But if they stay in their property or in how they set up their site or whatever, like, this is all I'm going to do. I mean, expecting more from someone to say, this is all I can do or I'm going to do, and then bounce afterwards. You know, like, you know what you signed up for. And the person said what they can do and what they can't do. You know, if in time they want to build and get better, that's a different story. But nothing good can be rushed. Like, you cannot get something done that's to another. You gotta wait time. Everything. But everything counts. Food, shelter, clothing, transportation, sleep. Everything counts. Getting the right people, taking the time to do the work, editing, going back and forth, playing the game, everything counts. That's why I ain't stressing trying to be a streamer or anything.
I have to ditch something.
It is what it is. And I archive everything I say specific so I can remember that I said it. So if I do decide to become a streamer, no, I'll just look back on this and see what specifically I need from these videos in order to prolong what I'm doing, or what not to say, or what to do. Because I could say whatever the hell I want right now, because I ain't no one's giving me money, putting money in my pockets. Kiss my ass. You start dropping money my way, maybe I start considering it. And the only way people drop money your way if I do something specific, why they would do that. But even that is not a guarantee. You drop a lot of money and people still might not go your way. And I don't do that high roll gamble bullshit. You leave that to people who like to gamble. Make your money and be fat, happy, and successful. And always be looking over your shoulder. And all the little idiots out there that are following your footsteps. And they're always worrying. And they always need to update their gear or whatever. And I'll just be the guy in the background constantly laughing. You have all this stuff and you're always stressing. Because I really am that guy. I'm the guy walking down the street with the the coffee and stuff, and like, I have enough to enjoy my life. If I want more and I want to give myself more stress, I'll need to find balance in order to balance that out. So when someone have more than me and they laugh at me because they have more than me, you know, they, oh, hey, up your game or try to look better or get better gear. I was like, nah, man, I'm good with what I have. Extremely good. But I will never tell them I'm good with what I have, like, ever. I would just let them assume that they're greater while they sit there waiting for their training for more than 3 hours and stuff with their fancy gear on and their equipment and everything. And I'm just drinking my coffee, enjoying my day because I have more enough to buy like 10 coffees. The simplest of things I could find joy in. And just like gaming. Yeah, hell, even I step out my house, I can enjoy Because I don't try to press anyone.
Sun and Shadow. You're the Nora who saved the Sun King. They say you tracked the Asuram assassin.
Oh, wait a minute.
If only...
I'll see what I can do.
If I can...
No, I'm not here to investigate anything. This is Looming Shadow. The final battle. I'm preparing for the final battle. Yeah, I'm not doing any side missions. But I'm pretty sure if anyone watches this video, you know the type of people I'm talking about. Everyone believes they're the shit. Like, literally everyone. And the people who don't believe they're shit are people who just humbly move about their business and do what they have to do. You know what's even worse? The one that believes they're shit believes they're actually humble. And you'll know that they're actually full of shit because the actions that they do outward when they're around other people contradict what they're saying inward. They don't ignore a lot of people. They don't mind their business. They don't laugh inside their head. They make sure they do the laughing outwards towards people and mocking. Where is this place? They make sure to guarantee someone hears that they're smarter, they have the best gear. Look around, you know. Like, I can say whatever I want and do whatever I want because I have it. I got it. I'm moving forward in life, and I could shun you because I'm always gonna have it, and you're always gonna have less than what I got. It never occurred to them that you have the same thing they have. You just have lesser. But you never have to. It never occurs to them that you, on the other hand, don't have to stress about maintaining those things. You know, because you're at a balanced level where they have to always worry about impressing because they allow themselves to be sucked into that. Morans. Alright, here we go. No. I was supposed to finish this about 15 minutes ago, but I'm gonna finish it now.
Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Actually, it's about to be 9 in 5 minutes. Yeah, there's no way I could beat Healers and then beat the Deathbringer and then beat all these machines and then see the end cutscene and then see the credits that comes after the end cutscene with the silence popping up at the end and additional other stuff. No, that will take a full additional 30 minutes, maybe an hour. So I'm not doing that. I will continue this journey at the last. The final battle will be the last video. I'm gonna invest a lot in it. I don't want this to interrupt what I'm trying to do. So I'll end it right here.